October 31st, 2021, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi, this is Janet, and I'm Sly. Back in 2016, we both decided it was time to stop working, buy an RV, and start traveling the country and the world. And once the RV was pretty much the way we wanted it, we started our travels, and we've been doing it ever since. So join us as we explore this country and the world, and maybe we can even meet up with some of you along the way. We hope you enjoy this video, and that maybe it helps you plan some travels of your own. So we're starting off our second week out here in Las Vegas, and we decided that it's definitely time to do a show. So for our first show, we chose RuPaul's Drag Race at the Flamingo. And I have to say that we chose well. RuPaul's Drag Race was so much fun to watch. These performers know how to put on a good show. The music, the colors, the fun just kept your attention focused on the stage. And you just gotta love a show that doesn't take itself too seriously.
I don't give a damn. Listen, okay? On the count of three, you guys, for Hector. 1, 2, 3.
We had a blast and thoroughly enjoyed this show. After the show, we took a walk through the casino and headed out to watch the free show at the fountains of Bellagio. We eventually called it quits, but came back the next day for a pool tournament. I enjoy a good game of pool, but we really came down here because a good friend of ours' daughter was playing in the pool tournament, and we came to see her play. After a full day of pool, we decided that the next day should be outdoors, and outdoors at the Hoover Dam. So, we're back in Arizona. Again, I'm starting to think that we really like Arizona. But technically, the Hoover Dam is both in Arizona and Nevada, since the border runs right down the middle of the river. So on this trip, we did not take a tour of the inside of Hoover Dam, but we did take a drive down to it, out across it, and found a good parking spot from where we were able to walk back and enjoy the views. So the first thing you notice as you look at the dam is just how low the water really is. If you look at that line between the white and the brown, well, that's where the water level should be. When full, the water level should be at 1,219 feet above sea level. The lake level now is at about 1,071 feet. That's a drop of about 148 feet. And just about all of that drop happened in the last 20 years. The turbines were designed to produce electricity with a water level as low as 1,050 feet. However, with the lake level dropping, all the turbines were replaced with new ones that can operate with a water level as low as 950 feet. So once the lake drops another 126 feet, which it's expected to do during this decade, Hoover Dam will no longer produce electricity for the 1.3 million people that depend upon it. We enjoyed our walk across Hoover Dam, and we intend to come back at least one more time to try to get a tour of the inside of this dam. As for you all, I recommend that you come by and see this dam. It's really cool to look at, and you probably don't have too many years left of actually seeing water around it, so do it while you can. And so we moved on to our next stop, which was the Willow Beach National Recreation Area. And look, we found a new sign. This is either a goat or a longhorn sheep. I'm honestly not sure, but it's cool. Willow Beach sits on the shores of the Colorado River, and that makes a perfect place for lunch with a view. We've spent the last few weeks up in the Utah National Parks, and from up there we saw the Colorado River several times, but it was always from a distance. This is the first time we got up close and personal with the river. While we were up at Hoover Dam, we got a good look at the Marina down at Lake Mead, and we decided it might be fun to take a closer look. Because of the drop in water level, the Marina isn't where it used to be. They actually picked the thing up and moved it further down towards the lake, which is why my GPS thought I actually parked in the lake instead of along the shore. Our first stop was the Marina. The Marina had a bar which made for the perfect place for a drink with a view. We had a great time watching people feeding the fish and the ducks. These fish and ducks eat very, very well. We enjoyed just sitting at the marina and watching the ducks swim by, and of course, drinking our bourbon. After a while, though, we decided to move on and explore the beaches and the area around the shores of Lake Mead. The next day, it was time again to go down to the Strip. This time, we decided to focus on Ceasars Palace Casino. These casinos are so big that you can pretty much spend all day wandering around the inside of just one of them and still maybe not see everything that there is to see. Other than the gambling, there are tons of high-end stores and all sorts of restaurants. Inside and sometimes outside of the casinos, you can also find several free shows. We went to see the Atlantis show, and that is in the form of Ceasars Palace. The show wasn't half bad, but the acoustics in this area of Ceasars Palace absolutely suck, so you couldn't really make out what it was that they were saying. But the visuals were good because they had fire, and fire always makes for a cool show. By the time we were done with the show, the sightseeing, and the gambling, it was dark outside, and the city looks so much prettier in the dark. All the lights make it just fun. And so, for our last day this week, we went back up to Lee Canyon. We went up there to check out the ski resort because we thought about skiing it this winter. FYI, we're not skiing it. The resort only has 2 small chairlifts and 2 very small hills, and on top of that, they want to charge $79 to ski there plus $10 to park. It simply isn't worth the money. So don't come to Vegas to ski, but you can come for all the other fun. So at this point, I'll end this video with a reminder that you can find a link to all the places that we visited in the description below. That way, you can visit them without working as hard as we did to find them. Janet and I will be in Vegas over the winter months, and we certainly hope that you'll continue to join us as we continue to explore this stop.